Okay, this is my trade recap from today. So coming into market open, high time frame, everything was extremely bullish. We were reacting off of this bearish daily gap. 4 hour displacing through 4 hour gaps, 1 hour displacing through 1 hour gaps. Nothing bullish to react off of, nothing too high time frame. We had this 30-minute intermediate low from half a month ago, which barely means anything. So all I was really looking for at market open was a retrace into any of these gaps, 30-minute, 15-minute, anything, and then take shorts out of it. At least down to this intermediate 30-minute, or I could see us going even further. I don't see any reason for us to stop before this low down here, just because you look at the higher time frame, like there's nothing propelling us up. So I just wasn't willing to look for longs. And right at market open, there's this 30-second Judas swing. They sweep the intermediate 30-second low. I think this is a terrible long, even though there's good accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Higher time frame is so bearish. There's no reason to be taking longs. There's good LRR, but still, I think this is a terrible long. Ends up playing out though. Anyways, by now we've tapped into the 30-minute gap on ES. We've also hit the 30-minute gap. I'm just looking for shorts. We did create 5 minutes, a 5-minute gap right here. And as market keeps moving up, we create another 5-minute gap. And so there's a few options for shorts. No, a lot of people took this 30-second short, or not 30-second, 1 minute inverse right here. I didn't like it though, because we had this it would have been such a fast break even at the 2-minute, 3-minute. Actually, that wouldn't be the break even spot. Break even spot would be at the 5-minute, but I just don't like taking a trade into a 2 or 3 minute bullish gap right there. Anyways, we continue to move lower. And that trade would have played out as you saw. We inverse this 5-minute and we react off of this 5-minute right here. We create this bearish 5-minute. And so all this really is if we react off of this, we should inverse this 5-minute up here if we want to be bullish. Ideally, we're bearish because high time frame we're bearish. We trade into here, we get a reaction out of it, inverse a gap, which proves once again that we're bearish, and then we can take shorts from there and disregard this 5-minute intermediate low now. And that's exactly what happens. We trade into there, and right here we displace through the 1-minute gap, and this is where I took shorts. There was no reason to go break even at the 5-minute. Right now, I also don't see any reason to go break even at this intermediate 30-minute low. It's so irrelevant when you look at higher time frame. There's just no reason to. There's no reason that should send us higher. So I would have taken profit probably at like a 1-to-1, and then held all the way down to 3R. Reason why I wouldn't hold the entire trade down to 3R is just because this is a little bit of a bigger trade. Market hasn't been moving too great. It's a no news week. It's summer. I can't expect market to be making 300-point moves and making them cleanly without you know what I mean. So enter the trade, and we immediately start chopping around. Like, we're just chopping for 30 minutes straight, doing absolutely nothing, going absolutely nowhere. and we finally displace lower and hit this 30-minute gap. I go break even right here because we've just been chopping so much. Right here, we should see distribution lower. There shouldn't be any reason for us to chop like this. And we hit the 30-minute intermediate low, which again wouldn't mean anything if we didn't chop like this. So I go break even, and trade comes back up, stops me out for break even, and then, as you could probably guess, runs all the way down to TP. So in hindsight, I don't know whether there's a good break even or not. I thought about it a lot. Yes, there was looked pretty much the exact same. There was no reason for us to go break even on ES. Higher time frame, we're just so bearish. There's really no reason to go break even besides this chop. It being a no news week and summer price action, that's really what pushed me to go break even. When we start to see chop like this and no news week and summer price action, you can expect market just not to play out how it should. And so that's the reason why I went break even. Ended up break even day is what it is. On to the next.